Ipe asolang gong gong Muzagi ma ochichi Iedi gedu diwayo Tuwasi chuku obi Monzo jom jom Iegu
Good morning to you anywhere you are watching this video. If it is your first time of coming across this wonderful platform, Linda's TV show, you are highly welcome. And if you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. In this way, you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. I appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform. At the same time, I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we do not preach misleading information, we do not preach hate speech, we do not preach violence, we do not instigate war or any forms of violence because I do not like such things and I will never promote them here. So my great people of Biafra or anywhere you are watching this video, may God bless you. I have come again with another interesting video, which I would like each and every one of you listening, watching my face, to stay tuned and watch this video. I keep on saying it. I say, Abaka Niko Mamirono or Bo Fufu. I want to present to you another interesting video coming from one of our brother who is also trying his best to unite the Biafrans, or rather, yeah, the Igbos, but I call them Biafrans, so that we will achieve our dreams. You know, unity paves way. The reason why the Fulanis, the Yorubas, anything they want, they achieve it so easily is because they are united. If we unite as Biafra, regardless of how we are deceived, regardless of what we are told that we are, regardless of where they carried us and dumped us, we will achieve our goal. I want you to listen to this, our brother. You are free to criticize. You are free to contribute. You are also free to drop your own opinion, what you think about the video or what he said, including what myself, Linda, said in the comment section. Thank you so much. Remember to share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this platform, and God will bless you.
That actually understand, you know, that knows the importance of this unity. That knows the importance of this unity. I never wanted to take the money, say, Mr. Man, I'm giving you this money from my heart to show you that I am glad on what you guys are doing. You know? Now, let me put it straight. Just like you had from the video in the morning. Some of the things you see today that our people are clamoring to say, na Eka, Anyocha, this, that, are from Benin, are nothing but, yes, my sister Blossom, people have been longing for this unification. People have been longing for it. And for a very long time, those who divided us knew for too sure and for too well that the division placed among us is their own means. Is their own means of, you know, enriching themselves, because they know that if Igbos are together, they know that actually that if Igbos are together, thank you, Izichukwuche. They know that if Igbos are together, things that are actually happening now won't be happening the way it's happening. It won't. So when I met one guy again at Asabade while I was with the commissioner, I had people calling him Prince. The guy actually is from Umulede, from the royal quarter of Umulede. We were calling him Prince. That caught my attention. I started discussing with this guy. Immediately he took up his phone and started following my page. While we were talking, he was overwhelmed because he had this narration, he had this belief that there are people who are actually from Benin. I asked him one of two questions. I allowed him to ask me questions. He did. We started breaking it down the way it is, and I started directing him to some things. You know, the guy, you know, we are in a big hotel actually. Just days. He said, my friend, he called the bar person, he said, give him whatever he wanted. I said, well, I'm not an alcoholic person. I don't take alcohol. But I want to even at Ibodo that I went to, they gave me one gallon of palm wine. I drank the one I could and I took the remaining one. The remaining one followed me to my house now. I asked them to give me a keg. I have to turn it because that is my favorite. So they brought food. They did a lot of things. They cook, you know, Eka people know how to cook egusi. I told them I don't eat egusi. Let it not look as if, you know, a lot of things. Let me tell you people. One of the best things you will do this time is to support this move. You understand me now? One of the best things you do, you need to support this move in every way you can. If it is by recommending us to groups, if it is by sharing the post, if it is by supporting with data, if it is by supporting with anyone, gossiping what you are doing, please do. There is a sister from Ibodo, Chichi, after watching what happened at Ibodo, she was converted immediately and started spreading the gospel. Ibodo people are very hospitable. The permit they gave me, I came back with it. The man, the first compound I visited, the man gave me plenty tubers of yam. I brought it back. And the young man that I was with on that video gave me money to fuel my car. Though I have fuel in my car, but I never wanted to. He said, you must. And one other elderly person from Ekwoma who joined us, who is a traditionalist, he said a lot of things. And to me, I was fulfilled. You know what? There's this joy in me. You know, having heard from them. There's this joy in me. Having heard from them and seeing the hunger to actually reunite with their families. You know, I was this fulfilled today. Looking at my people, aligning with what we are doing. I don't know what to say. It is overwhelming. It is overwhelming. It is overwhelming. It is overwhelming. Today, total deliverance. A lot of people gave their life to Christ. Even at Okpanam, while I was talking at the VIP lounge, my voice caught, you know, attention of everybody who is there. And majority of the people sitting in that hotel are people from Aniocha, people from Anioma Pase, people from Ika. You know, the pick interest. And the guy that I was discussing with, after everything, one of the young boy, I believe he just came back from the Europe, decided to take charge of the bill of everything everybody ate there, about 50K. He paid, I don't know the young man, and they were happy. You know, there are some area they are not okay with, but I was able to clear them because I am ready. And that is why I always fight those who, whenever they find themselves under my post, instead of asking a constructive question that would clear their mind from that dirtiness of, you know, belief, they'll begin to raise issues that does not fall in line with what we are discussing. You know, that is the only the problem I'm having with them. If you come across my video All you need to do is pay attention to follow up line by line what I'm saying. If there is any way you are not, okay or comfortable, what you should do is ask question. Then at the point of asking that question, we have started a discussion. Because if I respond to your question, you have another question to ask. Before doing that, is either before we finish that discussion, you get points. You get point and facts. That is how to know somebody who is matured. Not those who always come into somebody's comment section and begin to lay cause like one mugu call Osanwachuku. Like another mugu call Omorui. Like one mugu call, I don't understand most of them. There is one, I don't usually see him now, that is called Chinedu Emeke. You bear Chinedu Emeke and you say you are not Igbo person. Most of them. I don't know what is actually wrong with them. Now, Osanwachuku sent me something that, what is it called? That University of Delta State, our campus, that Okowa was invited to a section where they are building a car language. They are writing, they are developing a car language. That we are saying this. I look at him and say, well, no problem. Watch me interview Okowa on this particular matter. Watch me on this platform. Have one-on-one conversation with Okowa. Go and write this in. Within a shorter period of time, you see that happen. I'm not saying next year. Watch me have one-on-one discussion with Okowa, former governor of Delta State, on this particular matter. That they are developing a dialect which they want to be teaching in university. To them, they call it language, but it's a dialect. Most of our people who call a Car nation, who call a Neoma nation, who call a Ndokwa nation, who call a Okwane nation, or for example, you call Ikwere nation. How can Ikwere be a nation? Do you know what it takes to be a nation? Is it by population? There are things you don't just say because you want to stand alone. You want to prove a point. You want to let people know that you can do it. No, it's an error. You are caging yourself. When we are clamoring for the unity of Ndibo, mind you, there's something I said from the beginning. If you are listening to me, you are from Eka, you are from Kwale, you are from Anioma. I'm speaking to you guys directly because you are directly connected to me by the virtue of you and I sharing the same this thing. Now, let me tell you, initially, why the British came into this area, Eka, Aniocha of today, Ukwani today, generally those that are named Nde Anioma, they were all classified as Eka people. They were all classified as Eka people. It is when we now begin to grow by what is it called, population, that they begin to regroup us again, which they regroup us and they call Ndokwa Ndoshimene Ndokwa. They regroup and they call Aniocha, those Aniocha people, they call them Aniocha. Why they cannot remain with us, the 11 clan, which comprises of Agbo, Abavo, what is it called, Idumesa, what is it called, Akomazi, Umulede, Ibodo, the place I visited today, Mbiri, Emuhu, Utobu, Utoboje, Utenumu. Now, these are places that are called Eka today now. But initially, both the Okwane and the present day Eka and Aniocha are all called Ndeka. But today, we have been regrouped again. The name Eka is now remaining with us. Why? The other of our brothers has given another identity. They are now called Nde Kwale or Ndokwane or Kwale or Ndi Oshime or Ndokwa. Another people are called Aniocha. But when you bring these three people together, we are now known as Ndi Anioma or Enuane. Now let me come again. The word Eka is owned by all the communities that found themselves under that political name. I call it political name Eka. Akumazi Umuocha is an umbrella name that holds all the community that find themselves within the Akumazi. Let me still repeat it. I am from Isiube. Isiube. Now, how did the name came about? I mean my community. Isiube. You know, Isi represent head. In all the Igbo dialect, Isi, I-S-I, or I-S-H-I, Ishi, based on your pronunciation. Isi represent head. Ube is a tree, a pear. Now, then, you know that our people are our forefathers, just like our brother explained. The name Ovolo. Ovolo is a tree, a giant tree, which the people who live within that place use the name, use that tree as Oboro, as an identification of the area where they find themselves, and it becomes their name till today. So we as Isiube, when you come to Akumazi, we have Isiube, we have Obi, where our kings are from. We have Idumi Dobo, we have Oduga, we have Idumigwe. Now, Isiube is actually referring to people who live that area where they have a pear, a tree named pear. That is a tree that is called pear. Isi ebe nwere ukube or Isiube. Just like when what is it called? When you are going to, you want to refer, you are giving somebody an address. You say now, when you get to that place, you have mango tree. Or when you get to that place, you have Odara tree. Or you get to that place, you have Gova tree. As of so person. So the name Isiube come from because they were using that pear as a means of address to the people who live within that area. It becomes our name till today, Isiube. Now we have Oduga. Now every community in that Akumazi has an equal right to the name Akumazi Umuocha, because the word Akumazi Umuocha is standing as a unifying name that holds all the community together to form a clan. Having a king that rule over the clan, but all the communities have their own leader, which is the most eldest. Initially, we call it Okbaruku or Diokba, the most elder. You know, in that community, Isiube, we have our leader who is the most elder. Now, when you look at the word Akumazi Umuocha, all the communities that come together to form a clan, being Akumazi Umuocha, shares equal right to that name, Akumazi Umuocha. Same thing applies to Ibodo. Same thing applies to Ibake. Same thing applies to Agbo. Same thing applies to Owa. Same thing applies to Abafo. Same thing applies to Umuledo Tolobo and Utoboje. Now, when we now come to the word Ika, Ika also stands as a larger word that stands as a unifying factor, holding all the clan that is called Ika, which Abo is involved, Akumazi is involved, Umulede is involved. Every of the community that find themselves within that geographical location that have been carved out and named Ika shares equal right to that name, Ndeka. Nobody is more superior when it comes to that name. Nobody is more superior to that name. So if I want to take it further, when we talk about what we call ourselves Anioma, the word Anioma is also a larger umbrella name that unifies us as Ndena Sobia that find themselves within the Delta as a state. Anioma, the Ika people, the Ndokwa people, the Aniocha people, nobody, no one, I mean, none of this group can stand up and claim superiority over other group when it comes to that name Anioma. Because the word Anioma or Yenuana is also a unifying factor that hold Ika, Ndokwa, and Aniocha as one. So we share these things together. This is what most of us fail to understand. And this grouping of a thing are there for government purposes, for administrative purposes. They are there for administrative purposes, for governing purposes. Now, we now move further. When you come to Anambra as a state, indeed, the many Oba is there. All the communities that find themselves as Idemini shares equal right to that name, because that word Idemini also stands as a unifying factor that holds every one of them together. The same thing applies to Ekusigo. The same thing applies to Agwata. The same thing applies to Oyi. The same thing applies to Oka. These are ways we were being grouped as a people. But this grouping does not mean that we are different from each other. The grouping is there for governing and for administrative purposes. Just like we have federal. When we talk about the federal government of Nigeria, all the 36 states shares equal rights when it comes to that name, Nigeria. Every of the 36 states has the same right, in as much as today we are face to face with marginalization. That it looks as if that some people are more Nigerian than others. This is what marginalization, this is what failed government can do to a people. But in the real sense and the original plan of creation of Nigeria, the word Nigeria is a unifying factor that holds all the ethnic group together as one country. Are you listening to me? Likewise, the states, when we say Anambra, Anambra as a state is also a unifying factor that holds all the local government that fall within that Anambra as a state. That you fall into Anambra state, now your community or your village or your clan fall into Anambra state, or Abia or Ebonyi or Enugu, does not make you differ from those who find themselves Anambra. It's just a mere grouping for administrative purpose. But today, we, out of ignorance, we are taking state creation for an identity, but it's wrong. We are taking local government for an identity. It is wrong. We are taking, what is it called? Community grouping as an identity. It is wrong. So this is how we were grouped. But today, we are bringing this lecture to your table today because we want you guys to know how the journey began. To the place we are today, we are where we are today because God has actually made it the way it is, and it is in our hand to give it the right narrative. And that is what we are doing, and that is why we are calling in Igbo to come together for our unity, so that we can unite for a single purpose, so that we can unite for economic growth, so that we can unite to build our region, so that we can unite to have a strong a kind of development within our constituents. So those who are telling you, those who are telling you, Bini, you should let them know. Let me tell you another thing. Why the British were grouping these people? Ask yourself a question. Why didn't they group Ika people, Ndi with Ndi Bini to form a people? Because when they came, they understood that these are people who shares same language formation. These are people who share same language formation. If they have found Ndika to be one with Ndi Bini, they would have, in one way or the other, group us together for administrative purposes. The reason why they did not group Ndeka and Ndi Bini together is because they know there will be a confusion. Because one, they were in a mission of introducing their language, English, to us. And they find it that, forcing, making Ndeka to learn English language at the same time, making the Bini and Ndeka to learn their language together would make things difficult for them. And that is the reason why they decided to group those who have the same language formation together, while they introduce their English language to them. Let it be that they are only struggling to learn one language, which is English. That is why from the days of the visitation of British, those who colonize us, they never try it to group Eka people who share different language with Bini people. It is never written in any historian whatsoever book that Eka was grouped together with Ndi Bini. No. So this is one thing you must understand. Now, factors that led to this denying of our identity. Like one of the young guys actually said to me while we were discussing at Okpadam. He said himself that he's angry that during the war that Ndibo bombed the bridge. That Ndibo bombed the bridge so that when Nigeria come, Nigeria will kill only the Eka people and the Anyocha people. That they will be the only one they will be saved. I said, no, that is not the truth. I told him, if you have been able to study or ask one or two questions, if you have meet some of our veterans who fought during the war. Because these are wrong narratives that are being given to our people. I'm talking about the factors of this identity denial. Look at the angle this young man is coming from. That Ndi Anambra, our brothers from across the Niger, blow the bridge, leaving them to die with the Nigerians, with Nigerian troops. That is his own anger. I told him something. Did you know that before Ojukwu declared Biafra, that Ojukwu has an agreement with the Yorubas? That as soon as he made a declaration, that the Yorubas should also declare Oduduwa, which they say to themselves, they have a plan on how they will move to actualize what is their aim, which is the Republic of Biafra. As are you aware that at that point when Ojukwu declared the state, the Republic of Biafra, he was expecting his colleagues as agreed the Yorubas to do theirs. The next thing is that Yorubas forming an alliance with Nigerian troops. That is one of the part of betrayal that makes the Biafran troop that was, actually advancing across the Benin to what is it called? To what is this place? After Ondo, what is it called? I remember the name. That caused their retrenching. So it was a wrong information given to my people that makes them to be denying their identity. Most of them are claiming that they are angry, that our brothers from across the Niger did not treat them well. But I was able to explain Ore. Thank you, brother. Ore. You are right, Ore. They were advancing through to that Ore before they discovered that they are alone. That even the Yorubas, which they have the agreement that they are going to declare Oduduwa, never declare Oduduwa Republic. Rather, they have formed an ally with the Nigerian troop. Oburugi Wimegene. So what are we saying? No, my brother, before the state creation, we were never grouped within the Benin. It was after the independence, Nigeria, that they created, what is it called, Benden State. They have Midwest and all that and all that. But when Britain first came into this area, they never grouped us with the Benin together. It was during the state creation that they added Ndi and Nioma to Benin to have a Benden State. Before the Benden State, we have Midwest. Before the Benden State, we have Midwest. After Midwest, Bendel. After Bendel, we now have Delta and Edo. So we know how those things occur. So I was able to explain to that young man, and I told him one or two things that he needs to know as a people. Let me tell you, my people, the war or the battle we are into now is something that is going to take us a little time. But coming on a Facebook, we are not here, we are not celebrities. Anybody you see that is on this move of unifying Ndibo, seeing what he's doing as a celebrity war, we never make any good impact on what we are doing. We are not celebrities. Because what we are doing demands a constant research, inquiries, a constant, new information that will put at rest some of these issues that arose on our way day to day. This is not a beauty contest. It's a war of knowledge that we are into. And you don't expect me to begin to show myself as a celebrity. Why I should be looking for time to actually work out things that will prove to my people that we are actually one. So these are things we need to do. If you are among us working together to unite Ndibo, I beg you, my brother, from this moment, begin to see our work to be different from what you used to see. Because if you are in Ibodo today or at Akpanam today, and you are face to face with the kind of question and argument that these guys were coming up with, and you don't have anything to offer, you will shamelessly leave that gathering and as such being defeated by the people you are trying to convert. So it's a call for serious research, it's a call for serious information gathering, it's a call for serious, questioning. So this is what you and I should do. So what we are saying here is, we are calling those who have that similarity. Bia, ndena so bia, ndena so bia, ndena so no. These are people we are calling to come together for our political benefit, for our economic benefit, for regional benefit, and to build those things that we need to build while we are together as one. That is just the call. We are not calling for, we are not here to speak ill of anybody, but the reason why some names are being called is that when you are making an emphasis, there are some things you cannot skip. There are some names you need to mention for verifiable instance. There are some names that you need to mention so that people will know how things were the way it was from the beginning. That is why sometimes most of the youth, most of those irats you see on the social media, the Benin people who does not understand the motive behind what we are doing, they pick offense whenever they hear us talk about the unity of Ndibo. They picked offense whenever they hear us talk about or at the mention of Benin. I am not mentioning Benin because I hate them. For sure, let me tell you one thing if you're listening to me as a Benin person here. My immediate senior brother, by the time I'll be going to the village, I'm going to record him. I will make live video with him, let him speak Benin, so that you hear him. My immediate senior brother lived with Yoba for 19 good years at Tezami Road, at where we have Yoba Palace, at Tezami Road. Nobody is fighting Bini, and there's no need of fighting Bini. The reason why we mention Bini while we are talking is that there are some stories we tell. You cannot skip it. And even there are some stories that Bini people will be telling. They cannot skip the name of Ika people, or Agbo, or Akumazi, or Umulede. Because if they skip the name, their story will not be complete. That is the reason why when you see us, we mention your name. We are not fighting you. And one of the things I've actually observed and find out in some of these boys that always find themselves on the social media, making it look as if somebody is fighting them, is because they lack information, they lack knowledge. They feel inferior at all times. It is inferiority complex that is their problem. If it is not inferiority complex, you should have been able to comport yourself, listen to the person that is talking, and fire him or her question constructively. That is how a gentleman discussion should be. Not you coming on that comment section to lay curses on somebody, and upon all, there is no verifiable information coming from you. Cut and join. Cut and join. Cut and join. My people, I've actually worked tirelessly today. I visited Ibodo today. From Ibodo to Okpanam. Now, if you're listening to me, the next village is your village. Wait for me, I'm coming. We are in already. And our consultation is yielding fruit. The next phase of what we are going to be doing is a Unity Carnival. We are going to be using one of these stadiums to run the Unity Carnival, which will be running for 3-4 days. We start like Thursday to end it Sunday. Get ready. It's going to be all through Carnival. All through Carnival. Hey, Chineke, Chineke, Chineke. I meet a lot of people today, both musicians. I don't want to talk too much. I want you to argue with your mind. It is when you now want to fight dirty that I'll begin to bring some video ad for you to watch. That I'll begin to bring some information for you to read. That is my kind of person. My people, I greet you all. Until I come tomorrow for our morning tea, we have a lot of things to gist. For now, let me just go to my bedroom room and take a shower and have a wonderful rest. I just want to let you guys know that I have a smooth ride to Ibodo, down to Asaba, down to Okpanam, down to Asaba, and back to base. I drive safely, and I think all glory and thanks to you guys, my supporter, to God Almighty who made it possible for the journey to be successful. Until I come your way again, I remain my humble self. Oyenwe Madu, Kaine B. Abumoya Akumazi, and Akumazi is located in a Canon East local government area of Delta State. It doesn't really matter the name you call me. Call me a scammer. Yes, if I scam my people to give them freedom, I don't think it's a scam. You can call me name. You can say that I'm a jobless person, but I want to tell you there is no job that is more harder than what the job I have chosen to do for my people. You can say, I don't know that Igbos has bought me. If you think that people have paid me money to be doing what I'm doing, that means what I'm doing have price. You can call me to bargain with me so that I will tell you how much you will pay me for me to back out from Uniting in Igbo. If you so believe that I've been paid to do what I'm doing, you can as well call me to bargain on how much to pay me so that I can back out from Uniting Ndibo. This is all I have to say to you this night. Whether you like it or not, we are going to be uniting ourselves together. Shalom, my people. Until I come your way again tomorrow morning, stay cool, stay good. If there is anything you want to tell me, please don't hesitate. Come to my DM, drop your question, drop whatsoever you want to say. Let us crash it out. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, until I come your way again.
Thank you so much for sticking to this video to the end. Like I said before, now it's time for us to go to the comment section to air our mind and our opinion. Say what you think about this video and this platform. Do it constructively. Share this video, like, subscribe, and also continue to watch Linda's TV show, because this is the home of news. Until I see you again in my next video, remain blessed. For now, I would say bye-bye.